What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another 90-day fiance video, and this one is all about Caleb Greenwood, the man himself who was in 90-day fiance before the 90 days with his girlfriend at the time, or should I say, no, girlfriend at the time, Alina, until they were removed. Well, why were they removed? Before we get into that, let's start off by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel. Now, here's the thing, for the people that don't know and did not see 90-day fiance before the 90 days, Caleb and Alina were on it for, well, they were only in the show pretty much for half of it. Why? Because you see, some racist posts surfaced online from Alina's past, which therefore at the time made us believe that that is why her and Caleb were removed from the show itself in particular. But then soon after, racist posts from Mike also reappeared from his past, but the problem was TLC never actually removed him from the show, which therefore does bring the question, did they really remove Alina because maybe she breached other things on the show rather than because of the racist post itself in particular? But hey, it is what it is. Sadly, we didn't get any questions about that when it came to the tell-all because the presenter, Sean, is absolutely useless if you ask me. But nonetheless, though, we're in a position now where Caleb has been asked about the racist post that did resurface around Alina, and he gives his thoughts. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? Let's watch it, and then we're gonna freaking break it down. Yeah, rip it apart. Yeah.
Did you ever feel like she was racist? Were the posts a surprise to you, knowing her as a friend and then kind of dating?
You know, yeah, people ask me that. They're like, how did that come out? How did no one know? And it's because I never witnessed that in her. I mean, those posts were from a while back. I've only seen her be a very generous and loving person to everyone. And she doesn't think that way in terms of any sort of racism. You know, she really is someone who's about equality, herself being disabled. Especially.
Yeah, sure.
So they took me by surprise, and I was like, where did these come from? How did I miss this? But then I look back, and they're from, you know, many of them a decade ago.
Interesting. Let's break this down. So here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. This is my issue with the video itself in particular. First and foremost, him and Alina knew each other for years, but they only knew each other by an online relationship. So therefore, unless they had conversations about people of color or people based on their religion or culture, there is no way he would have been able to sense whether or not she was racist or not. So to be honest with you, I think that question itself alone is quite pointless because he only really, he met her for the very first time after so many years. And when he met her, he spent most of the time being judged by her friends. So to be honest with you, I think that itself has to be knocked out of the park. Okay, that's phase one. Let's move on to phase two now. Now this is when he talks about how, well, you know, I was very surprised, you know, that this happened because to be honest with you, for someone that believes in equality and being disabled herself, wait right there. Let's rewind. What does disability got to do with skin? What's disability got to do with racism? I didn't realize that me being black is a disability, to be honest with you. I thought me being black was just called having beautiful, sexy, luscious melanin skin that all the ladies want to just be around. You know what I mean? Okay, whatever. Anyway, nonetheless, though, let's proceed. So the fact is this, though. I am sick and tired. And yes, this is definitely coming from a root of just frustration with the world. Not the world, but some people in this world always putting black into mixes of certain things. Black mixed up with disabilities. How does that make sense? Black mixed up with people that are from the LGBTXY, my apologies, community. Being gay, being trans is not the same as being black. Being disabled is not the same as being black. Being disabled is not the same as being gay or trans or anything like that. Bear in mind, we talk about equality. People need to understand and need to educate themselves that my equality as a black person is not the same equality as a gay or a trans person. It's not the same as a disabled person. My equality is not the same as a female's equality. And that's another one that people forget too, because remember, for the longest of time, black people have, of course, fought for equality. But in my opinion, our equality has been quite simple, and that is just to be seen just as get my words out of my mouth, is for us just to be seen the same as everyone else and to not be seen differently. That's it. Just to be respected. That's it. Women had a whole fight of equality for what reason? Yes, so they could get paid the same as, well, first and foremost, so they could vote. Then after that, it was to actually get jobs. Then it was actually get paid. Then it was actually get paid the same as men and also be able to actually be leaders as well, amongst other things. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously for gay people, right? From what I understand, if I get it wrong, I do apologize. But from my little brain here, their equality was fighting for the right to be to allow to be married, to be allowed to walk around the streets holding hands and kissing and do whatever they want without being judged, without being penalized, to not be judged in any kind of way that you know what I mean, and all that kind of stuff. You know, trans people to be able to transition and for it to be okay, and then to be able to do certain things and all these things. So the matter of the fact is, whether I've got some little details here, a little bit wrong here and there, I only really know my side of this thing, you know what I mean? And I do know about the women's, to be fair, quite a bit, you know what I'm saying? The end of the day is that my equality as a black person is not the same as an equality for a disabled person or a person who is gay or trans or for a female. Our equalities are different. So to be honest with you, can a disabled person be racist? Yes, they can. Can a gay person or a trans person or anyone from within the LGBT, I don't know if it's me. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the alphabet. No, I don't think I can say that, right? Let me not say that yet. But either way, their equality is not. Can someone who's gay or trans, can they be racist? Yes, they can. Can a female be racist? Yes, they can. Can a black person be racist? Yes, we can. So I don't know why, I don't know why that was a good answer, because it wasn't. It was a terrible answer. And people need to stop putting equality as if everyone is the freaking same. It's like saying how plus size people just want to have equality of just be accepted for their size. Okay, but being plus size and being black isn't the same thing unless you're a plus size black person. You know what I mean? It's like, come on. Or am I just tripping here? Guess what? Even if you think I am, I know I'm not, because I know my research and my own educational things that are very, let me not sway too much. So to be honest with you, I'm not happy with his response in terms of that. I'm not saying that his response was intentionally the way I have looked at it, but his response is a response of someone that is poorly uneducated, just like the majority of this freaking world, if you dig what I'm saying. And it's so annoying. I am not disabled, I'm just black. I'm not gay, I'm just black. I'm not a female, I'm just black. I just have beautiful, sexy, melanin skin. What can I say? But guess what? This is why people say that when they create all these films like X-Men and they create mutants, mutants is actually the reference of black people, hence the name X-Men, Malcolm X, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But hey, my brain is big. Nonetheless though, ladies and gentlemen, let's also move on to the last point he then made. He then also said, and the last thing he said was, and also these posts are like from way back. Why is that necessarily relevant? I mean, it can be relevant, but why is it necessarily relevant? Has he given me proof of why it's relevant? No. Should he? Not necessarily. But the matter of the fact is though, look at it this way. She done these things in the past, and the problem is that since she's done them and she's been called out from it, she hasn't necessarily held herself accountable. She has more or less just made a long ass videos making excuses and now saying that she's for all people. Like, miss me with the BS, Alina. Just stop. Just stop. Unless you're gonna say, listen, you know what, yeah? This is what I wanted to hear myself in particular. I want her to sit there and say to everyone, listen guys, once upon a time, was I a racist? Yes. Was I wrong to be racist? Yes. Why was I racist? XYZ. But now I'm no longer racist because of XYZ. But we didn't get that. All we got was, you see guys, I just didn't really know that when I said these things, that they were going to offend people. Sorry, I'm only talking like that because if you've ever watched any of her videos on YouTube or even on her Instagram page, you will know that she talks very slowly. That's why she asks us to speed up the freaking video at the very beginning. Oh damn, am I taking a mic? Damn, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that. That is mean, man. Oh, well, that's life. Nonetheless, though, ladies and gentlemen, I am looking forward to hearing what you've got to say in the comment section based on what Caleb said and based on everything that I had to say, of course, as well. Because again, like I said, as far as I am concerned, to be honest with you, I love the fact that this woman is asking the question, because this is a question that should have been asked a long time ago. But am I happy with the response? No. Why? Not because I have a problem with Caleb. I have a problem with the lack of education behind the response. And I think it's time now that people like myself should start to really correct people when their response just isn't good enough, to be honest with you. But this isn't me saying that I'm mad at him. I'm just mad that he's kind of makes, yeah, it's not that I'm mad at him as in personally him. I'm just mad at the fact that someone like him, educational wise, is just appalling. Yes. And we need to spread the correct information, or at least what I believe is the correct information, rather than the information that makes me feel like, key point, that makes me feel like being a black is apparently a disability. When it's not. But hey, you might think I'm tripping, and that's fine. But I'm still going to stick to my guns. But I'm still going to read what you've got to say, because I like to hear other people's perspective, so therefore it can make my brain big and be like, you know what? I may not agree, but I see your point. And I may use it at some point in my life to maybe help mature myself, because I'm a forever growing person. I evolve day by day. I really hope you guys are doing the same thing. Nonetheless, though, I've made this video way too long by talking way too much, but hey, that's what I do, because this is what we do. Like, subscribe, and peace.